Hey everyone, I'm Blue. Welcome back to some more Blitz here on Talishar. So, we're playing the Professor, we're trying to get Singularity off. We're basically a turtle, just trying to equip all our Evos, play it nice and slow, stall out, use some scrap compactors and our own ability to play Evos at a significantly better cost than normal Teklovossen, right? And then the idea is just to get all the Steel Soul pieces equipped so that we can actually go off with a decent opening for Singularity, right? Because if we have everything equipped, we can swing twice off of the chest and the legs, and then on the following turn we can get one attack back because it's 5th, unfortunately, not 4th, and use that, right, and swing again. So hopefully we're against Briar. That's not a great sign, right? Briar is a decent deck. We do have a lot of block, but then they can do both, right? Arcane and block, and Arcane is our significant weakness. Okay, we don't have, obviously, any Evos, so there's no point in Scrap Compactor. We don't have any Evos equipped, so Mechanical Strength also doesn't matter. So basically, all we're doing is Steel Soul Memory. We don't need the Enforcement just yet. We'd rather cycle that back. I'm going to Arsenal the Scrap Compactor, though, right? That's probably the one card that we're fine with. And we're either blocking with Steel Soul and going to Scrap Compactor, or we're equipping Steel Soul. Reveal the top. Oh, my God. Rune Blade and Wizard are the toughest matchups for me, just because they have so much going on. Right, I'm not learnt enough with their decks to be able to understand what is this for? What did this just do? Other than just 3 cards. Pop-ups, pop-ups, pop-ups. Yikes. Okay, so we can block with our Steel Soul, which is good. Which obviously we want to do. The question is, do we want to block with anything else? We only need Scrap Compactor and we only need to play this. So it's not a big deal, right? Logical Mayhem, something we probably want to keep for later. So I think it's just Head and Mechanical Strength, right? Just overblock. Make sure they can't get it again. And again, we still have the Steel Soul Tower to block because we can go Scrap Compactor into it, which is still kind of the better play, right? Because then it gets out of our arsenal, and we're also pressuring damage rather than just playing the Steel Soul Tower. So we're hoping that they do Rosetta Thorn. Snatching again. I need to keep 1 blue in order to do it. So we can do that, and we can get rid of the other Mechanical Strength, right? So also, straight away I'm confused how they have so much go again / action points, right? Because it's embodiment of earth, embodiment of lightning. There we go. That's the go. So we Scrap Compact, we get rid of the Steel Soul Towers, then we can play it, right? Instant speed, because it doesn't matter if it hits or not. Great effect. And we also get the discount from Professor, making it significantly better. Done. 2 on board already. So this is actually lining up pretty decently if we can get the right draws, right? 2 more pieces, and then we can go into Singularity. Why do they take damage? Was that from this? Very confused. No, that one's on me. That's the damage. The intellect does help us search, I suppose. We do have another Scrap Compactor, so I'm fine with chucking this away. The Lead the Charge we do want to hold on to, right, for Singularity, because it just allows us to swing again if we play a different ability. Do I want to do this, right? We can get that into our Banish straight away, which is decent. Because then we can play it next turn anyway. Plus then we get the +1. The defense is probably worthwhile in this scenario, right? So we banish, and then we also gain the block. I'm not too interested in stacking up more cards, because we should have more than enough for Singularity. We get Terminator Tank, which is currently 3 for 6, which is not bad. But we also have more block. Right, so 4 for 4. Then this is back to 3 block, I believe. Then we can also do some other stuff. I only need to keep a red and a yellow, so I can use the Terminator Tank, right, as block. And that way I can still play the next headpiece, get the intellect. Played from the arsenal, gains go again. Was it played from the arsenal? I wasn't paying attention again. So it's whether we want to ditch the Terminator Tank or lead the charge. Kind of like to circle back into Terminator Tank, but then we also should get the proc, because I'm most likely going for the gloves anyway. Right, so we take the 1, because it doesn't matter. There's no effect that we need to block from it. And then we still have the 3 on their headpiece, which I think should be fine. Right, they still have 1 action point. Rosetta Thorn. Exude Confidence. Ooh, interesting. Well, we're not fully blocking it, and that's fine. Right, it doesn't have any super on-hit effects. We're actually lower to them, because it seems like they have some decent we want to be less than you type effects. +1 and draw, is it? No. They just pitch for the 6. Okay, they're just pushing the damage. They didn't actually use Force of Nature. Because that allows them to draw, does it not? No, that's the... No, it is this one. Yeah. Wasn't mistaken. Okay. God, I hate this weapon. Its cost is just not there. right? Because even with all Evos equipped, then it just becomes a stock standard weapon. I should really ditch this and take one of the normal Mechanologist. Lead the charge is better at this point because we're almost complete, unless, of course, we just go into the same goddamn Evos, like usual. We can get more block, which is probably what we want to do. I guess we're just playing the heavy artillery, right? Unless we draw into a different Evo. Yeah, but we're probably still just going for the block again. Could have been perfect if we just drew correctly, right? We're doing decently. Fabricate, definitely get the block because we're stalling, and the draw. Do that. It's a start, I suppose. It's not fantastic, though. I'm confused. No, this is a new piece, so this is block before. Yes. Yeah. Was confused, I should say. Alright, so it's all just mitigate as much damage as possible. We're playing that next turn for 1. We're a bit shy. And Captain's Call does nothing for us. I guess we just shoot after it. No, because we don't even have go again. What am I saying? We just do legs into it. That's probably the go. So we need 3, 4. We need 4 left over. So, Mischievous Meeps. And we're just taking whatever damage, I think. Right, so we can get both on board. Then it also refreshes our block, which helps next turn. Right? I think that's what we should do. And we just want to bank heavy artillery. No, I need to pitch both. That's why I'm saying I'm not blocking. And then we'll have 1 left over for the Teklo Leveler. Which gains go again. So, how do we do this? It has to be legs. Legs into Leveler. No, there's only 2, so it doesn't have to go again. Rosetta Thorn. So was it, if you're playing attack action card, it just does the arcane damage. Right, so we don't actually have a way to prevent it. And then deal 1 arcane damage. The 4 is annoying. Is it? Oh, they ended the combat chain. That's why we can block again. I was confused for a second. So this should be 3. And this should be 1 or 2. 2. So it's a bit overblocked, but again, we're re-equipping. That's fine. When the combat chain closes. Yeah, okay. So we definitely need to re-equip this. We're doing that. Pitching heavy artillery. We get the action point. What? Excuse me? Where's my... With a different name. There we go. That's the gimmick. That's why I don't have the action point. Ah, God. I misplayed. I should have Captain's Called into it then, I suppose. We'll bank that. Have I never noticed that before? That has to be different? Yeah, I guess I've never noticed that before. So you do have to layer them. That actually changes a lot of things, because I was thinking in a lot of decks you just want to run multiple Steel Soul, but you do want to layer them. They're doing 9 and 1, right? But we do have the equipment. So it's 3. We don't want to block with this because then it gets destroyed. We just want to block with 3, 3, and 3, and we're just keeping that. Well, we're still probably taking 1. No. Surely they've got other stuff for their turn. Is it just that big payoff? Was their big payoff? I guess that was just their big payoff. Right, Rosetta Thorn is probably just all they're doing. Yeah. We might as well block with the Captain's Call. Problem is, next turn, we don't have enough Evos left to actually do anything useful. Because we've done decently, but you really have to draw into everything early on. Like, we can go into Singularity, but it has just awful payoff at the moment. I suppose Terminate Tank can just try to start pressuring, right? But then we don't have blue either, and I want to get the chest equipped. Attack action go up +3. You can only have 2, but they probably have to pitch, right? They've not really used their equipment, interestingly. Shouldn't they be pressuring with the Rune Chant tokens? I guess they haven't really had anything left over. They're going to Rosetta Thorn first. That's interesting. It's fine. We have 2 block on the tower. right? And then we have items. Oh, it's just my turn. So we can lead the charge. Play that. I'm just trying to think if we can get anything else off. Probably the Teklo Leveler if we pitch Terminator Tank, right? But at least that's some damage. I need to pitch one to this. If I play lead the charge, I have to pitch Singularity. So that's not going to work, no. We're just playing the Sentry off of lead the charge. And I think we just want to try and go into Singularity next turn, in actuality. Of course, now we get the chest. But that doesn't hurt us either, right? If I play the chest for 3, if I draw into a blue, the action points, though, does actually hurt us. We don't have the action points. Otherwise, that would be perfect. Right, chest, Singularity, but we don't have the action points. We could equip the legs, but then we don't get the double action points. It has go again, so we do have to block. We can block with that, that, and... I go into Singularity, I get the action points. We still need a blue. We still need 6 for Singularity. The only thing I can really block with is the legs, additionally. Right? And then we have to hope we go into a blue. I mean, we should be able to get it off. But we're not really going to get much with it, I think. Yeah, unfortunately. Because again, we just have the misalignment of gear. So we want the resources so that we can swing with Singularity. So I want to equip the chest, but if I take another turn to equip the chest, then we're going to be in for a rough time. So I need to just Gorgarian Tome. Fingers crossed for a blue, right? And then play Singularity. And then next turn we can go into the Terminator Tank with the extra cards from the Steel Soul. But then this in itself doesn't go again, so... God. But we're going to be too low anyway. So I might as well just risk it. We can block 1 more damage with the tower. So it still gets through, and it's when it's played, so it's fine. We just take the 1. Yeah, problem is we're just done for next turn. Why'd I do that? Is that correct? Well, I just screwed myself. That's annoying. The Singularity is dead, because we've used both Fabricates as well. I was sure it didn't have -2, it had -1. I must have... Yeah, no, it had -2 because I unblocked the 1. Yeah, okay, so that's my bad. Yeah, sure. Are they going to ask about the legs? I might as well just tell them. My bad. Give me 3 cards with give and take. What? Where is give and take? Defended by a card. May put an action card with cost less. No. Should be 1, no? Right, reading it. Give and take. Spend by, you may put an. Wrecked myself anyway. Used legs. Have Singularity. They're dead on board next turn anyway. Next turn anyway. Anyway. So we can still Terminate Tank, doesn't have the +3, doesn't have Overpower. I mean, it's the only thing we can really do. Yeah, much easier. Weird Pro because of the -1 compared to Teklo. Yeah, I really need the overpower. Problem is, yeah, if I had Scrap Compactor, I probably could have gone away with the chest somehow. I'm really disappointed. I shouldn't have used the legs. At least we could have seen Singularity, I suppose. Right? 2 Fabricates my downfall. Symbolism, what they got? Arknights. 1 from that. 3 from that. Yeah. I mean, we can try and pressure still. Right, but block with that. I guess we block with the gear. I keep the blue. But they should have me with Rosetta anyway, because of 2 damage. Yeah, they're 1 off, which is fine, right? Because I can still block it. Then what do I do, right? I can't play anything. I can play Scrap Compactor, I suppose. I guess push for a little bit of damage. But then all they have to do next turn is generate Arknight, and it's done. Yeah, so even if I went Singularity, it wouldn't have panned out well. That would have been cool. I'd love the legs. Can't play the legs. Obviously, we can't actually play the Cogworks base legs. God, that would actually be a way to salvage it too, if you could play any Mechanologist equipment from the Banish Zone. War Machine, yeah, and we're all 1 off from the payoffs. Oh well, what can we do? I'm not gonna... Well, they should, in all honesty, know to just go... Well, that does 1 till as well, yeah. Good game. Anyway, yeah. The Professor is definitely viable. That's the thing, right? Even Arcane, we didn't do so bad. Granted, that isn't a huge, heavy Arcane damage. They weren't pressuring it as much as what they could have, most likely. But still, fun. And we can definitely get Singularity. Wouldn't be me if there wasn't misplays. Hope you enjoyed nonetheless. See ya.